What's going on, guys? So I decided that, you know what, this was a good thing that happened to me. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. So I'm not gonna let that last video, I'm not gonna let that affect my mood and my energy. I've talked with the seller. He said, "Oh, I'm gonna have to. Can you retract that review? Like no one else has complained. Just because no one has complained or seen something is not enough reason to retract a bid or an opinion." Which my personal opinion is, it may have not been this seller, but it doesn't matter. It's not about the intention. The intention is irrelevant. What matters, like he was like, before you pass judgment on me, like at least let me like right my wrong. And it's like, okay, but if you have a wrong and anyways, it's not about judgment. It's just about the legitimacy and the authenticity of these packs. So I decided that I will make some lemonade out of that. So I'm not gonna let it affect me. I am going to do a bunch of pack openings later tonight, so that'll be fun. But I do want to, because I have legit packs here, I do want to talk about these packs that were sent to me. I want to talk about these as well as, so I'll go ahead and get all these back out again. I mean, this one looks really, really good. Like this pack in particular, like this and the other Venusaur pack were very hard for me to want to send these back because they look good. But here's my biggest issue here, and maybe someone can shed some light or correct me if I'm wrong. But these are opening way too easily. I don't even have to try. They peel away so easily. That, and they all shake. They all have this thing where they shake. I have not had any other packs. Like, I know I'm comparing with different runs. But everything is pretty tight for the most part. Like, I know that's not enough reason. Check another sealed pack. This one shakes a little bit. It's definitely easier with the long crimps to tell if they're real or fake. But the main thing for the most part is just the fact that one was already open. Let me get to that one here right now. Guys, I wouldn't open one pack. I wouldn't do anything for content, and I certainly wouldn't open one of these packs. I wanted to have a collection and build up 36 packs total of these. I just ordered a Charizard pack, so that'll be on the way probably in the next 3 to 5 days. I'll get that in. So the big giveaway for me was just the fact that this was open when I got it. The other thing is, I don't know what is up with it. Just looks like so much, like it just looks like a lot of tampering was done to this pack already. The same to this one. I don't know if y'all can see that. There's a little bit of fade, and I've seen that on packs. I've seen a little bit of glue fade on packs. I have some legit packs right here that have a little bit of that fade, and they're also different runs. Like, you guys might not be able to tell, but this is a little bit darker than this one. They're both US packs, but there's definitely a run that has slightly darker template than this run. I'm not sure between the 4 runs. I don't know that much yet, but it just looks like there's some tampering that went on, and I'm not 100% sure on that. But the one thing that I'm coming back to is just how easily I could open this up. And I'm not going to tamper further, open these up. I know there's nothing valuable in here. They already weighed light, so if they were legit, there's nothing in here. But yeah, I just didn't like how easy. My wife even looked at this and was just like, this one especially. This one just wants to completely open up. I don't even have to try, which I'm not going to. Again, they want to keep selling these and people want to keep buying these. That's on them. But I just want to show something really quickly with the difference of these. So if you look at this pack, right here, if I try and open this bottom, let's just try and give you guys an idea. You guys have seen how hard it is for me to open some of these newer packs. It's no different with the base set unlimited packs from the 90s. These things are hardcore sealed. They are kind of difficult to open up. You can't just tear them and open them up. So that's what I'm saying. This one is like that. This one is like that. It doesn't want to open up at all. This one barely is opening up. This Charizard art. So if we try, and I could be wrong, but to me, it really was just a red flag. And pray to God I don't accidentally open one of these up, but. See how difficult it is to open these up? It's really difficult. Guys, it's really hard for me to send these back. It is really, really hard for me. You know how much I've wanted to get some vintage packs, and I finally have a couple here, and they're beautiful, but there's just too many irregularities. Not to mention that they don't come from a booster box. They don't come from a super trusted source. This guy has like 100 feedback. So what if no one's complained? That means 100 people could have got duped. I did a video with my gold strip theme deck, which I actually have this still here. eBay ended up refunding me. I did not have to send this back. But I did a gold strip opening because I felt, like this deck wasn't truly shadowless because the deck wasn't on the bottom. It was up here. And of course I opened it up and I was right. But I keep this in my collection over in the corner. I'm not even going to resell this base set deck. It's like bad energy at this point. But this was my first scammer video and the first return that I'd filed. And I don't know why the return QR code did not populate at all. So I just figured, okay, I'm not going to send this back. This person tried to get one over on me. And even if they didn't get one over on me, I still had to go through all this hassle of talking to eBay and whatnot. Anyways, this was a bad job of a gold strip seal. But the same thing applies here. That seller, Crunchy Cards, is still selling stuff on eBay. People are still buying stuff. And people are getting so good at counterfeiting stuff and resealing stuff that I don't even think some people notice or care to notice. I feel like people are being ignorant and they just don't want to even entertain the idea that something might not be legitimate. It's going to be really hard to find legitimate older sealed products out here. Gosh, but it does feel so cool to hold these up. And I will be bidding on another set of vintage packs from another seller, and I'm going to check the seals on those when I get them and see how legit they may be. And that seller has 4,000 plus feedback, and I paid $100 more for these for that pack. I have one Charizard pack on the way, and I paid $388 for it, whereas these packs I paid $280, $270. I don't know why I was able to get them for the price I was able to get them. I know that's still high, and maybe I just won the bids, but I feel like somebody else was eyeing these and saying something's not right here. I don't know, but regardless, they don't come from the same box and a return. So this is a perfect example. So on this one, the top seal looks pretty good. I was like, damn, this pack might just be a legit sealed packs. Like, I want to keep these guys. I will still be thinking if someone can leave a comment or maybe steer me in the right direction and say, bro, you may have gone too far with the feedback. I think that guy was selling a legit product, and as long as they're sealed, I think you're good to go. Just send the one that was already a broken seal back, which where is it? Yeah, this guy. Just send this guy back and maybe keep these two because they could be legit sealed products. Like, just because they slide around a little bit, some of my other packs kind of do that, so I can understand that. But what I can't understand, what I can't get my head around is it looks like to me this one was the closest thing that I was thinking could be legit. But if you compare the tops of these two, if you compare the tops of both of these two packs, if you really look at them, look how, like, do you see what I'm talking about? Look how mangled that is. Something doesn't look right there. Something really doesn't look right there. Look at this one. Look how mangled that is. It's like there's like a glue resin on top of this. It doesn't look clean. Look how clean these are. Like, I know it's a different pack run, but when they finish a crimp, look how clean that is. They don't leave any kind of residue. They don't leave it mangled. They leave it looking very fresh. Anyways, what I noticed is these two both kind of have that mangling, resealed look from the top. And then this one doesn't have it at the top. This one doesn't have it at the top, but this one has it at the bottom. So look at this seal. You can tell if this one was resealed, it was done from the bottom. I mean, I just don't understand how you get the kind of wear that some of these packs are. And if someone could just steer me in the right direction and say, hey man, that happens. Packs get really worn. I'm an authorized seller and I sell packs, and you know, a lot of them have residue and things on the bottom of them. It's just, guys, I've never bought vintage packs, so maybe I'm overreacting. I would gladly keep these if I knew they're legit, but I don't know they're legit, and that's an issue for me. The opened up one, I'm sending that back no matter what, because that has nothing to do with me. That's just, get that out of there. That's just opened up. It just happened to be open when it got here. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe the weather caused it to open up a little bit more. But these other ones, I just don't know. I just don't know, guys. So if someone's out there, they could watch this video and hopefully point me into the right direction on whether they think these were resealed or not. Again, my biggest evidence is still the fact that one was already open, and how hard the seals are to get anything open, as opposed to these where the seals are airtight and very hard to open. On top of that, pretty much they look flawless in comparison. Different print runs for sure, but they look flawless. And there's gonna be factory errors and so forth, but when you look how clean, like, let's just take these Venusaurs side by side. Look at this one, and look at this one. It's really, really hard to see it without seeing it in person. I almost feel like I'm going crazy, but I feel like somebody out there can understand this, and if you see any kind of crimping that's been done or resealing, then most likely the chances are that it's been resealed. It just doesn't look good. And I don't feel good about it. You know, I have that gut feeling that I had about the gold strip, and I just don't feel that way about it. Anyways, I will gladly send these back to the seller. The return code that eBay sent me did populate, so I will be able to return all of these, unlike the gold strip deck where it just didn't populate the return code, so I just never ended up, and they gave me my refund before I even, had shipped anything out, so I was just like, oh, they must have just given me a refund. Honestly, I'm hoping that happens in this case, so I'll have something to reference in the future for resealed products, because right now, obviously, the only thing I have to reference are the 3 packs that I already have. These 3 darker base unlimited packs that I already have. Gosh, they look so good. I do have one sealed Charizard coming from a really reputable seller with 4,000 feedback, so I'm really stoked for that. I've actually got to run to the bank and get money in there so I can pay for that. But yeah, just tell me what you guys think, and I'm going to go ahead and post this video. And then I'm going to do other pack openings later tonight. I just really wanted to get that last video out there. If anything, I guess this allowed to create some new content for me. Content is content, good or bad. Anyways, peace out, guys, and hopefully the next packs I order, I get some better luck and I don't feel so sus about them. All right, guys, peace.